part 2 of the Kings of England. So it stopped at King Richard II. So here we have King Richard II. This is his desolate castle that's still standing today. This is another one of his castles that they turned it into some type of farm. This is another 2 of his castles. Hope you can see that clearly. This is him in his old age, and this is him on the money. Now it goes to the House of Lancaster, where we have King Henry the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. Now here we have King Henry the 4th. As you can see, King Henry the 4th, King of England from 1399 to 1413. Sorry about that. And this is where he was born. Goldslar, birthplace of King Henry the 4th. And this is his castle that's still standing today. And this is Old England when King Henry the 4th ruled. And this is another one of King Henry the 4th's castles. This is not King Henry. I hope you take a good look here. This is King Henry. This is King Henry. This is not King Henry. As you can see, the real King Henry, his crown is different, his beard is different, his look is different. This is the imposter who they put up as King Henry. That's not King Henry IV. This is the Right Noble Prince Henry IV, King of England and France, Lord of Ireland, who died at the age of 46 years old. 1413. See? Authentic. These are some more pictures of King Henry IV. Hope you see that. This is his grave. A statue of him. This is some more pictures of King Henry IV. Hope you get a good look at him. The Hebrew. These are some more pictures of King Henry IV. This is his tombstone with him and his wife. As you can see, she has woolly hair. Now it goes to King Henry V. He ruled England from 1413 to 1422. Some more pictures of him. This is when he gets married. And this is his copper seal. Now it goes to King Henry VI of England. He ruled England from 1422 AD to 1461. Do you see his woolly hair? Let me go closer for you. King Henry VI of King of England. This is another picture of him. As you can see, he kind of got whitenized a bit. And another picture of him on a manuscript. Now we got some other pictures of him. We can see this well. This is where we got like his birth certificate. There's some more pictures of him. This is his wife, Margaret of Anjou. As I told you before, the House of Anjou descends all the way from Jerusalem. Her father was King Fulk of Anjou, king of Jerusalem before the Crusades and the Ottoman Empire taking over Jerusalem, and them just staying in the European part and ruling after they lost Jerusalem. So the Hebrews weren't just kicked out of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Jerusalem has been besieged and conquered many times, and the last time they were there was in 1291 AD, after the Crusades. This is the real Margaret of Anjou. Margaret d'Anjou. This is who they put up as Margaret D'Angelo. That is not her. So we got your King Henry the Fourth, the Fifth, the Sixth, the Seventh. Now we go on to the Sixth. He ruled England from 1461 to 1471. This was his second reign for just 1 year, as you saw him before. This is not him. These pictures, yeah, these are him. These are false pictures of him. This is him. This is not him. I'm just showing you the kings in order. Now we go on to the House of York, where we have King Edward V with his woolly hair, if you can see that. The picture in the middle is King Edward V. This is not King Edward V, who they put up as King Edward V. The one in the middle is King Edward V. This is not King Edward V, but this is. King Edward V of England and France, Lord of Ireland. And this is his silver coin. And this is him when he was young. So now it goes on to King Richard III, and I'm pretty sure you could see his woolly hair. He ruled England from 1483 to 1485. That is not King Richard III. This is King Richard III when he's older, as you can see. This is not King Richard III. This is not King Richard III. So now it goes to the House of Stuart, what most people are familiar with. We got King Henry VII. He ruled England from 1485 to 1509. He was the father of King Henry VIII. This is him and his wife. This is his castle that's still standing today. Now, it goes to the House of Stuart. It's the House of Stuart, what most people are familiar of. King Henry VIII with his 6 wives. We got King Henry, who ruled England from 1509 to 1547. Do you see his woolly hair on his statue? But it gets better with his pictures. This is his gold copper seal. This is a picture of him in the museum. This is him sitting on his throne. This is King Henry VIII's castle, the Windsor Castle, the gateway. This is it today, what they turn into a museum. It's another picture of King Henry, the Black Hebrew King, and his father, King Henry VI, the 7th, and Edward VI, which is King Henry VIII's son, who died at 15 years old. He is the sister. His sister is Mary Queen of Scots. So here we have King Henry at the Reformation. This is a book, actually. This is the cover of a book. And this is him with Anne Boleyn, courting her in his court. Old England. King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII when he was young. And this is King Henry VIII's silver coin when he ruled England. This is what the money looked like. King Henry VIII. Some more pictures of him. King Henry VIII. We still have a lot of King Henry VIII. Just some more pictures, copper. This is King Henry VIII's book. As you can see, this is his book. King Henry VIII. And this is his dad. So it went from the 7th to the 8th. This is sent from a book. And that is his son. But we're going next. This is one of King Henry VIII's castles that is still standing today. Some more pictures of King Henry VIII, the black man. Some more pictures of King Henry VIII. Some more pictures and books of King Henry VIII and him courting Anne Boleyn again. This is when he has Anne Boleyn beheaded from a French knight. And this is 4 of his 6 wives. That is not Anne Boleyn. This is Anne Boleyn. This is not Anne Boleyn. This is not Anne Boleyn. This woman is not Anne Boleyn. This woman is Anne Boleyn. And as you can see, they even drew her a little bit with more of a straighter nose, more of a white, but this is not Anne Boleyn. This is. See? This is her copper engraving. This is Anne Boleyn. This is not Anne Boleyn. With that straight nose, and no, that's not her. This is Anne Boleyn's silver coin and her copper coin. And this is the one they defiled, but I still have a good copy. Now the throne went to, after King Henry VIII, it went to King Edward VI, his son. He ruled England from 1547 to 1533. He had a short reign because he died. He was poisoned at the age of 15. And then his sister, Mary Queen of Scots, ruled next. That is the mother of King James I of England, who many of you know as. So they put this picture up as King Edward. That is not King Edward. This is not King Edward. And this is not King Edward. This is King Edward, the Black Prince. Actually, the Black King, sorry. This is King Edward, the real King Edward. This is not King Edward. See his copper seal? This is King Edward, the real King Edward, the Black Hebrew king. This is his seal. This is him on his money and his knight's armor. This is King Edward, a little before he died at 15. This is not King Edward. And this is King Edward on his money. We got the real King Edward. We got the real King Edward. We got the imposter. We got the real one. We have the real King Edward. The Life and Reign of King Edward VI. This is actually a book. And this is his birth certificate. King Edward, King Edward VI, King of England. Born October 11th. Now, the throne, after he died, it went to Queen Mary of Scotland and England. She ruled both Scotland and England. Where they call Bloody Mary, because she killed all the Protestants. The most excellent Princess Mary, Queen of Scotland and Dowager of France. So that's how King James ruled Scotland and France because of his mother. This is one of Queen Mary's castles in Scotland that's still standing here today. This is Queen Mary. Do you see her curly, woolly hair? This is Queen Mary. This is not Queen Mary who you're used to seeing. That is Queen Mary. This is Queen Mary and her brother, sorry about that, and her brother, Queen Edward. This is Queen Mary, Queen of Scots. This is not Queen Mary, who they tried to put up as this woman with her afro. This is Queen Mary and Lord Henry Darnley, the father of King James. These are King